out that yes, these people are legit, and you have a guarantor who can say yes, they have good character. Why not take them into your house in as much as they pay your rent? Okay, for those who trade, you renting out your house, okay, it's a business, real estate business. It's just like if you're trading in your shop. Would you open a shop and ask each of your customer, are you married? Or
Are you Igbo? Are
are
you
you
Yoruba?
able?
Before
You
you sell
want
them
to
something.
sell, especially
Yes.
when you don't live in that same compound with. You see, some landlords, they don't live with their tenants, yet they are
Mm-hmm.
always hard. They want to know
Mm-hmm.
everything that is going on. You
Mm-hmm.
don't live there. That's why you sign contracts. If the tenant goes out of bounds, there are recriminations there. It's a legal contract. Children, it can go this way. They are Yoruba, yes, but they are troublesome. They stress the neighbors a lot. Brings women into the house, beats his wife up, and all that. The children are very naughty. So then, what do I want to do? I would not say, oh, but if it was an Igbo person or an Hausa person or any other tribe, I'll say, boy, man, she nani here is their tribe. But what would I say about the Yoruba person? In seeing as I decided I want someone, so just boils down to one thing: we should focus on the character of people rather than their tribes. Tribes don't really matter. I'm free with everybody, regardless. Don't really matter. I'm free with everybody, regardless of your tribe. Your tribe has no bearing on you, in
Mm-hmm.
as much as you're a good person. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
we should relate that to every aspect of our lives. You don't say, "Oh, my friends can only be Yoruba." They are good Igbo people. They are good Hausa people. See, I'm a very good example. My father is Yoruba. My mother is Igbira. So
Okay.
I don't understand. My grandfather was Yoruba. My grandmother was Igbo. So if I say, oh, I don't like Igbo people, am I not fooling myself? My
To ask yourself questions. I'm not saying go and meet somebody. Ask yourself questions. Why am I feeling this way? Who put that thought in my mind? Who put that bias in my mind? Because those biases didn't appear from the sky. They were taught, they were learned. I know that we have so much to talk about on this one, but I want us to move to the next one. But Ibinabo has her hand up. Go ahead, Ibinabo.
Thank you for allowing me. I just want to say that it goes back to the family that is the microcosm of society.
I love it when you say that, the microcosm. Yes.
What am I even saying? You see, no child and from the environment. When you are like that, it is a problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we want to move to the heart of the matter, which is really, is there how is light in Arepo, Ibinabo? State on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway had come out to protest. TA Gardens, I said longer, TA Gardens Estate on the Express had come out to protest, this month-long power outage that they've had. They come out to protest, and then the management of the estates sends armed thugs on them. So first of all, we have a bad culture of witch hunting people who come out to protest, who are, observing, or they're practicing their God-given fundamental human rights, and then they are, I don't know, you're sending armed thugs to them. The estate, I don't know how it works, but isn't the estate management, are they not residents themselves? So why are you sending, are they not experiencing the no light situation as well? So why are you sending armed thugs to attack your fellow residents? The people who are coming out to protest are protesting for protesting against a bad thing so that a good thing can happen. And in the video, we saw one of the thugs attacking a police officer in the estates. What's going on in Nigeria? People say that estate management, student governments, those places are places that power used to turn them, like they used to go, yeah, it makes them like this. But I want us to speak about the state of light, electricity, lack of it in Lagos currently. We are in Arepo right now. Women Radio is operating from Arepo, and Arepo hasn't seen light in Nima 45 weeks.
yes, I guess we had
Mhm.
recent times. No,
Mhm.
14 hours. What am I saying? But yeah, it's about 14 hours of light from, I guess, 7 in the evening till some minutes past 2 in the middle of the night. No,
Mm.
there's no light in Ariko, and we are not even, as a resident of Ariko, we are hearing nothing about the light. We are just
Mhm.
taking it as no light, no electricity. I've used to do other things because I had an exam earlier this month, so I had to prep everything, do everything in the freezer to do everything, and I portioned them, put them in the freezer, cleaned the freezer again. But she was bringing everything out. Elite budget, and I'm very sure she was pained. My father was also pained because it is their money. They spent money to buy these things. There's no, when we want to use water, you have to fill your gen to pump water. Phones are not charged, no electricity to use the freezer. Those who are even using infrared cookers, they have to switch to gas cookers now. And gas is expensive, is on the rise. This lack of electricity, people are going to work without ironing their clothes. Only those who have heavy duty generators or maybe stove irons iron their clothes now. And presentation is everything. You have to look neat wherever you are going. Uh, Even businesses are running, they are running at a loss right now. Everybody's trying to fill their agents to be able to run their business. And for those who are running on generator, beg your pardon, they have increased their prices so much that we can't even afford these things any longer. When people, I went somewhere one day to buy a bottle of soft drink, and the woman was like 600 naira. I was like, isn't it 450? She was like, she has to run on gen to make these things cold, or she buys ice block. There's no light, so how do I expect to buy things the same price that I was buying when there is light? It affects every little thing, as tiny as it is, as little as it is. We might think, oh, shebi ko kan síná ni. It affects a lot, especially in this Arikpo that we've not had lights for a long time. People, schools are not functioning well. Everybody is just trying to use different things to cover up the fact that there is no light, and it affects a whole lot. It just on that plan Rooney. Let me just put it like that, on that plan. And we've been asking for lights. People have been protesting. We've seen Arepo youth protest for electricity, but still no difference. They are just saying, oh, they are working on it. They are working on it. We have to be patient. Till when will we be patient? It's just like the oil prices we were talking about this morning, and we've even been talking about oil since the beginning of this week. We've been saying, okay, give them 2 working days, give them 3 working days.
The estate committee, electricity committee in
Yes.
Arepo to join this conversation. So we're glad that they're joining this morning. Have they joined yet? Okay, yes, we have. Good morning, a very good morning to you. Taufik Hassan, I think I saw your name now. And I can't see the other person's name, it has disappeared. Good morning. You are muted.
Good morning. Thank you. My name is
Wow.
Akinoluwa Akinpelume.
Good morning, Akil. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on short notice. Would like you to speak to the state of electricity in Arepo.
All right. Thank you very much for I think I should just allow the chairman of the committee go
Okay, so
first.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sorry. Good
Yeah.
morning.
I'm just the chief errand boy.
Okay, Chairman, sir. It's just that we can't see you, sir. You might want to face the light because you're backing the lights and then you're moving, so the network is not okay. We can all. Do you know what? You can turn off your video so that we can see you. I think the video is not. Please just okay. That's better. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Azan Tau. I'm the Arepo Area Community Development Committee Welfare Secretary, and at the same time, the Electricity Committee Chairman. Now, straight to the point. For some time, our supply has not been good in the community, and this has led to a lot of agitations. And in the schools of the community, decided to have an electricity. Why, what, and which, and how we can better our lot. So when that was done, we began by engaging relevant stakeholders, first analyzing what problem, and then we discovered that to do with transmission, what the transmission are giving the disco to supply us. So it became an issue between, and unfortunately, the KG Electric is the one we interface with. They are the one that collects our hard-earned money with the promise that they will supply us electricity. So we interface with them. We got to know KSTC, and so in the course of that, we were trying to see how we can manage our communication until we got to this stage. And it is unfortunate that Arepo became the hand that was suffering the pill. TC and that is issue
Right.
of low allocation from gas. We were told that Arepo is the biggest consumer. So most times when they were told to load shed, we become the first choice of switch off Arepo to balance the load to avoid the national grid collapse. So, okay, we were looking at it, but at the time, the supply was better. We thought, okay, we're out of the wood and we're back. So that made our youth to feel like, look, enough is enough. They had a peaceful protest at the headquarters of Keja Electric to emphasize that, look, we've been suffering a loss of supply. So we had that promise that, okay, the technical issues will be resolved and then we will get to see a better supply. Immediately after that, maybe about a week or two, bam, went blackout again. And the issue came back to the fact that this circuit breaker at the transmission station had issue, which is the public knowledge anyway. Nobody can deny that. So we were managing our community, giving them updates, even though it wasn't palatable. At least the people were carried along to know the source of the problem and how best we can manage ourselves and help the situation. And I think the Keja Electric team, I mean, we're up and doing. Okay, let me make more clarification on that for this axis. The Akute feeder that we're being fed from Okearu serves 3 business units. Shomolu, Keja, and the Abule Egba axis.
Oh, wow.
Now, if there's any fault from the last estate on the express road, it goes straight back to the transmission line. It switches off the line. So the 33 kVA line is different from the normal residential area line. What I mean by this is that if you are on the 11 kVA, if your transformer has fault, it does not just really mean the entire network had that they told us and we'll be managing with. But I believe because of the communication to the community about our problem, that was why we didn't see, because the electricity, people have paid and they are not getting supply. It becomes like they are being cheated. But the communication helped the community not to be violent. Even the youth, when they went on their protest, it was a peaceful one, and there wasn't any issue. So as yesterday, thanks to the effort of the transmission team, Ikeja Electricity, the Disco, at least there was hope that the supply will come back. But we're only hoping that when it comes back now, it will be better.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Chairman, sir. I believe your daughter has a question.
Oh.
Because she's at the office because there's no light. She's supposed to be working from home today. So I'm going to let your daughter speak right to you, and she's going to call you out because she says you are the cause of her problem.
Wow.
Okay, Nima, you have a question for Mr. Chairman, sir, who just happens to be your dad.
Okay, good morning. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, my question is, when would we have light? Because as of yesterday night, you were telling the residents of Arepo that yes, the lights would come on. Okay, let me be fair. You said maybe if it was successful.
Don't be fair, Nima. Go ahead.
Oh,
Give it
I
to
have to tell the truth. He used the word maybe yesterday night.
Okay.
So with your maybe, when are we going to have light now? Because like Fumi said, I was meant to be working from home. This lack of light brought me to the office.
Tell him.
When would we have light? Then would the lights be stable? Hope it won't be 7 it again for how many weeks? And when would they connect us to a stable feeder? Because we're talking about them wanting to connect us to Ikeja Electric as opposed to the Akute feeder that we are on. When would they connect us to that Ikeja feeder?
So,
Mr.
so
Chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
please let me take that question
Yes, sir.
because
We want Mr.
uh,
Chairman to respond to his
We
daughter,
want
sir,
Mr.
on
Chairman.
live on
okay,
air.
all right,
No,
okay.
I'm joking. You can go ahead.
Because
Oh,
Mr.
Mr. Chairman.
Chairman was not the one who sent out the
No,
communique. The
please go
communique
ahead.
carried my name,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
the choice of word was if all things being
Being
equal.
equal. Yeah.
Yeah, so we would have had lights. You can attest to it that it didn't sleep until maybe around after 12 or 1 yesterday. And this is what has been going since we had no lights. There has been sessions of brainstorming,
Hmm.
having to drive down. So we don't just take every information that comes from Ikeja Electric line,
Okay.
hook and sinker. We
Okay.
also go out to do what we call independent investigative journalism. And
Okay.
so every information we push out to the community are informations that we verify ourselves, even as far as videos. And the big question is, how do these people, how are they able to come up with all of this?
Mhm.
How are they able to be at the point where they are to see what they see at every point? And that's what we just want to leave in the cooler, because once we let you know, then it means that IE already knows that they would also change. But we can assure you that are supposed to come together, uh, have a common front, because
Okay.
this is what brings all of us together. And
Mm-hmm.
so, Tea Garden shouldn't stay for 30 days without electricity. Before the light was restored on the 18th, Sparklight had been off for 2 weeks. And
Hmm.
so
Mm.
Arepo itself was just off for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, sometimes Wawa is the favorite of the environment. But we are saying that we can be fair to all. Be fair
Mm-hmm.
to Tea Gardens, be fair to Fortright, be fair to Arepo, be fair to everyone, because we are paying for this service. And it's
Yeah.
going to be unfair if we pay for service. We all know what diesel and petrol costs these
Yes.
days. But the
Yes.
big question we also need to ask is, if the number one house of Nigeria last year decided to go off the grades partially and go on solar.
Sir, you are going somewhere, sir.
Mm. So we also need to start thinking of renewable energy. Yes,
True.
we are talking about IPP. It's not cheap either. It
Mm-mm.
is not. And let's not forget that we are in a community that has so many people brought together. You have the high end, the middle, and the poorest of the poorest, except if we want to
No.
deceive ourselves. And
All right.
so, if we bring in IPP, how do we ensure that it serves everybody?
Mm.
Because
All right.
our pockets are not the same. Thank you.
I'm going to have to
Sir,
cut because we've run
please.
out of time. Sir, okay, just in 1 minute,
Can I
sir.
just answer? Sorry, can I 1 minute, sir? Because the truck young me. Now, to Nima's question concerning to stable electricity supply,
Sir, please turn
the
off
Put
your
off
truth
your
is
video.
that
camera. Put off your camera.
okay, no, my
Okay.
camera. Okay. Okay. Now, for us to have a stable electricity supply, the federal government need to invest in
Mm.
another substation. I think
Mm-hmm.
they had that
Mm.
plan before, somewhere very close to Punch, because
Okay.
it's because from Arepo to Okero, the service line is about 100 kilometers. So you
Okay.
can imagine if there's a fault, those guys will have to travel by road 100
Mm.
kilometers to check. Is a lot
Mm.
of work.
It
But
is.
if the
Mm.
plan to have a substation by Punch is done, then the work rate of them checking fault will be reduced. Then the capacity for this
Mm.
because this area was designed to be an industrial hub. That was what
Okay.
led to the 33 kVA lines. So if
Okay.
we have another substation by Punch, we are sure of getting a better supply. As at now, we can only hope that, okay, we still get our 15 hours thereabout.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. We're gonna have to bring you back next week. But, all things really there is light. I don't want to say if there is no light.
Okay.
We'll bring you back so that we can have this conversation, a better extended conversation on this matter. But I want to say big thanks to the chairman and is it for coming at short notice. I also want to thank Ibinabo for bringing you on. She just sent me a message this morning and I said, oh yeah, if you can, please come. Thank you so much, Ibinabo, for brokering this deal, so to speak. Susan, thank you for being part of the conversation, even though like this one not really concern you all the way in Abuja, where you did. But we'll bring, we're hoping to bring you back. Whether there's light, no, let me say there will be light. I'm hoping that Arepa will have light because it affects women radio as well. But we'll also bring you back on so that we can have this conversation on the substation that the chairman just talked about, and IPP and renewable energy, and how we as Nigerians can also, broker this for ourselves. Thank you so much, sirs. Thank you so much, Mayams, for coming on. Nima will be seeing you at home.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much
I
for having us.